Imagine holding the entire power of a home console right in the palm of your hands. No streaming, no lag, just pure gaming bliss on a beach or a train. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, the tech world is losing its mind over the rumored Sony PlayStation Portable Ultra. It is shaping up to be the biggest handheld gaming leap Sony has ever attempted. We are talking about bringing the legendary PS Vita vibe back from the dead. But fresh leaks just dropped, and they might completely ruin the excitement for a lot of hardcore gamers. If you are planning to buy a Steam Deck, an ROG Ally, or upgrade your current setup, you seriously need to hear this before making a massive, expensive mistake. Sony is doing something incredibly weird with this device, and the price tag will absolutely make your wallet cry. Let's start with the stuff everyone is hyping up right now. Rumor has it that Sony is working on the largest handheld gaming overhaul we have seen in literally a decade. The hardware specs sound absolutely gorgeous. We are looking at an edge-to-edge, ultra-bright new OLED screen pushing a buttery-smooth 120Hz refresh rate. It will feature actual multi-touch support for complex menu navigation, meaning no more clunky UI struggles. The body is rumored to be ridiculously thin yet highly ergonomic. Even better, it comes with drift-proof Hall effect thumbsticks, so you can finally say goodbye to stick drift forever. To make the experience truly immersive, Sony is building dynamic haptic feedback right into the grips, just like the DualSense controller. Plus, there is talk of built-in 5G cellular data. That means you can play massive multiplayer games from anywhere without hunting for public Wi-Fi. It sounds like the ultimate dream machine. But here is the catch that changes everything. All of these shiny new features mean the price is going to absolutely skyrocket. If you have been tracking Sony's hardware strategy lately, you already know they have been quietly creeping up prices across their entire product ecosystem. Just look at the aggressive pricing of the PlayStation VR 2 or the premium DualSense Edge controller. Sony is targeting the high-end market now. If that profit margin trend keeps going, the PlayStation Portable Ultra is going to push boundaries into a territory where normal casual gamers just cannot compete. This isn't just a simple, premium remote play accessory anymore. It is shaping up to be one of the most expensive standalone computing devices Sony has ever put a D-pad on. Things get even weirder when you look under the hood. We all expected Sony to roll out the red carpet and drop a brand new, custom-built AMD Z2 Extreme chip for this beast. Everyone wants something designed from the ground up for elite mobile efficiency to absolutely crush the competition. Well, prepare to be shocked. The latest word on the street from supply chain insiders is that Sony might completely skip those ultra-efficient newer architectures for the top model. I know it makes zero sense. Instead, the massive new Ultra model is supposedly stuck using a heavily modified version of the older APU found in the current generation of home consoles. Before you throw your hands up in disgust and close the video, let's be fair for a second. That older custom silicon is an absolute monster. It can handle heavy 4K upscaling when docked, massive open-world rendering in games like Ghost of Tsushima, and brutal real-time ray tracing workflows without even breaking a sweat. It is tried, tested, and devastatingly powerful. But still, when you are paying top dollar for a futuristic next-generation handheld, finding last year's silicon foundation inside your brand-new hardware is definitely a pretty tough pill to swallow. This is especially true when battery life and thermal throttling are on the line. Running a home console chip in a tiny portable frame takes a lot of juice and generates a massive amount of heat. On the flip side of that, the entry-level crowd is actually getting a pretty sweet deal out of this frustrating situation. The baseline PlayStation handheld, the standard model, is scheduled for some massive under-the-hood love. It will get a highly optimized, shiny new mobile architecture designed strictly for maximum battery life. The leaks mention way higher memory bandwidth, upgraded Wi-Fi 7 capabilities for flawless remote play, lightning-fast background asset loading, and a heavily beefed-up neural processing unit for local AI upscaling. If you do a lot of cloud gaming, play lighter indie titles, or just want to run your PS5 catalog remotely without frustrating input latency, that base model is going to feel like a total rocket ship. It will run cooler, last significantly longer on a single charge, and cost way less at the register. But remember, those specific chip upgrades, the thermal efficiency, and the modern architecture are strictly for the regular, cheaper handhelds. They are not for the high-end Ultra model that is designed to run massive AAA games natively. If you are the type of tech enthusiast who always wants the absolute latest and greatest, Sony and AMD are already working behind the scenes on a future family of portable chips. Those future processors are being built from the ground up to handle massive, sci-fi level frame generation and dynamic artificial intelligence directly on your device. They will use PlayStation's spectral super resolution to upscale games beautifully. That means no cloud lag and no mandatory Wi-Fi requirement, just pure localized graphical brain power in the palm of your hand. But honestly, that next generation leap is still a very long way off. The good news in the middle of all this silicon confusion is that you probably won't have to wait forever to see this major hardware redesign in person. Leaks from the overseas supply chain show that OLED display production is already spinning up as we speak. That means the new look, the gorgeous screen, the Hall effect joysticks, and all those massive hardware upgrades are firmly on track. There is just one funny little detail Sony has not cleared up yet, and that is the actual name. While everyone in the leak community is calling it the PlayStation Portable Ultra because it sits way above the current Portal accessory, Sony is keeping their lips totally sealed. It could end up being called the PS Vita 2 entirely. So when can you actually buy it? And how much skin are you going to lose at the checkout screen? Based on everything we know right now, expect a late 2026 launch window. As for the actual pricing, the best-case scenario starting point is rumored to be around $699. And if you start clicking buttons to add extra internal NVMe storage or a 5G cellular modem, you will easily blast past the $900 mark. It is easily the most premium portable machine Sony has ever built. Here is my honest opinion on this product. If these leaks are true, the PlayStation Portable Ultra is going to be a jaw-dropping piece of tech, but it is definitely a luxury item. If you have the cash and want a true native PlayStation experience on the go, it will likely be unmatched. But for the average gamer, that price tag and the older chip architecture are massive red flags. The standard base model might actually end up being the smarter buy for most people who just want a reliable, cool-running companion to their home console. What do you think? Is a native PlayStation handheld actually worth that kind of insane cash? Or is Sony pushing things too far? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on the latest gaming updates.